Yo. Welcome back to another episode of House of Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Wayne. I'm here with my guys, Joe, Chubbs, Smooth. This week, we'll be talking about Damian Lillard dropping 71. Where do we have him all time? Also discussing some NFL moves, discussing the Lakers comeback versus the Mavericks, and also can the Clips get it done late in games. All right, man, before we go ahead and get started, few housekeeping things. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe down here below. If you are from TikTok, we appreciate the hate that you guys give us. Love it. And want you guys to become more supporters, man. Come watch the full episodes. But you know where to find us, House of Sports Pod on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. And then HD Sports Pod on Twitter, man. Before we get started, y'all got anything I want to say to the people?
Man. Good start.
All right, man. So last night, Dame dropped 71 points versus the Houston Rockets. And he becomes the 8th player to score 70-plus points in NBA history. So my question to you guys, are you impressed with the 71, one? And then, where do you guys have Dame ranked among point guards all time?
I'm gonna go first. This might sound like a little hate though, but I'm gonna go first, right? The Rockets' defense aren't known for their defense. A lot of people have been putting up a lot of points on them. That being said, it is still impressive versus the Rockets. Yeah, we always seen people done a lot of historically things towards the Raptors when the Raptors' defense wasn't so great. So I think that it's just shifting to a different team in this era. But that I find that impressive. To go for 71, I think to even drop more than 60 points is impressive to me. So what he's doing, I think he's doing great. It sucks that he wants to stay in Portland. Because it doesn't seem like Portland wants to really help him. But I got him. He's to me. I have him in my top 75. I don't really know where I have him placed in my top 75, but I do have him in there just based off what he's accomplished as a player, the way I see him play, who he is, and the stats he put up, and I'm sure he's getting up there with points too, threes as well. He kind of a lot of people focus on Curry when they were shooting threes, but a lot of people sleep on Dame, and Dame was really out there kind of getting it done too. And he had a run. He had a run with LaMarcus Aldridge and all that. They were doing pretty well. So I got him up there. I have him my top 75 player of all time. So yeah.
I agree with Joe. 70 points is definitely impressive. I think with that game, as Joe said, I think he proved doubters why he made the top 75 team in the first place. I know there was a lot of criticism towards that. So, yeah, he's definitely top 75 for me. I can't say top 10, top 5 because there's a lot of great point guards in this league. So I can't really put that out there.
Stop y'all being Brad. Where is he ranked among point guards, bro?
If we're talking about point guards, that's different.
I said top 7. I said point guards. That's what I said.
I thought you said where you have him placed, man.
Point guards I said among point guards. Like who?
Point guards in the league right now.
He's top 10
for all time. We're going all time, but he's probably not. He's not top 10 for me. I think he's in the 15 range for me.
You gotta give me 15 point guards better than Dame. Well, you tried to tell me Tony Parker was greater than him, so
he's top 10.
I don't think he's top 10 though. That's why I can't put him in the top 10.
Who you got above him? I'm putting you on the spot.
He's top 10.
I had to go through it, man.
He better than Nash. He better than CP3. He better.
Nah, Nash is up there.
I'm gonna start naming.
Name him.
He better than Magic.
No.
He better than Steph.
No.
Better than CP3.
I don't think legacy-wise right now, no.
John Stockton.
John Stockton's assist leader, so I can't say. I say no.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas is better than him. It's
Jason
fine.
Kidd.
I would put Jason Kidd above him.
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash is above him.
Gary Payton.
I'll take the glove above him.
Russell Westbrook.
Yes, I'll take Russell above him.
I don't know what made you hesitate so long for that.
All right, I got 9 right now. Come on.
Take Gary Payton over him?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm taking Gary Payton's defense. Sorry.
That's crazy to say that. Do you got Oscar Robertson above him?
See, that's tricky because he missed another missed triple double. So I guess yes, I still have that above him. It's 10.
He's 10 on my list. He's 10 on my list.
Trying to think.
Is James Harden the point guard?
No, we established he's a shooting guard.
So is Kyrie's a shooting guard or point guard?
And you can put Kyrie. Kyrie's a point guard.
Kyrie's above him.
Bro, Kyrie's not better than Damian Lillard, bro.
He's above him all time though.
Kyrie's not better than Damian Lillard.
He's above him all time though.
He's not.
Walt Frazier.
What are we talking about?
No, what are we talking
all time
about?
what? All time what?
When it's gonna be all said and done,
Kyrie's
got more.
Never. No. Oh my
Kyrie
God.
accomplished more than Dame. What are we talking about?
Kyrie is not better. Kyrie is not.
You put Dame
Kyrie's
on
not
there
better,
with
bro.
Braun. Dame wins a championship too. Can we stop
Kyrie
this,
is not.
bro?
Kyrie is not.
I saw a
he's
perfect meme. Somebody's
He's
like,
not.
"What is Kyrie over without LeBron?" And they put a picture of Mo Williams.
It's Kyrie.
And
So,
low-key.
That's crazy.
And low key. And low
that's crazy,
key.
no.
That's crazy.
Hey, and
That's
low key.
man.
That's crazy.
In a lot of lists, Dame is above Kyrie. So I don't know
Dame would
where
make
you
top
think Kyrie is
75,
better
so-
than him.
Yeah, so I already know that he's not better.
So I got Dame at 10, and I got Russ right above him at 9. So
Missing some point guards out there.
No, we're not. I think that's what
No?
we're going to do. You're not going to tell me Penny's better than Dame. You're not going to tell me Darrell Williams is better than Dame. I said
No, he's
Walt
not.
Frazier. Tiny Archibald.
No, Dame's better. Dame's better.
Bob Cousy.
I'm taking Dame over Bob Cousy. I don't care about that shit.
He's not in my list, man. He's not on my top 10. Bob Cousy not my top 10.
All right.
Better. Damon's top 10 point guard right now. I don't see any. It's kind of hard to argue what he's done, bro.
Are you taking Gary Payton over Dame, Joe?
I am. No, I'm sorry. I'm taking Dame over Gary Payne.
Smooth. Are you taking Kyrie over Dame?
It's close, but Dame got the edge. I think Dame got the edge. I'm a Kyrie fan, so but Kyrie, Dame definitely been doing a lot more with less. Not a lot more, but he's been doing more with less.
A lot more.
Points
A lot
wise,
more.
he just
He's been to finals
again-
as a lead guard. He's done a lot more.
the finals.
Western Conference Finals. As a lead
Western
guard.
Conference, yeah, he's been in Western Conference Finals. Kyrie can't do
I don't
that.
know,
Kyrie
man.
couldn't do that by himself.
Skill wise, it's
Russ
debate.
ain't do it
Like,
by
you know-
himself either, but
Yeah, skill wise, it's a debate, bro. I mean, you're not about to sit up here and say Dame is just that much better than Kyrie because you know for a fact that's not true. Because Kyrie is.
Thank
he's
you.
Who's
he's
a
a
better
bucket. But-
shooter?
Dame's a better shooter, but that's it.
Who's a better playmaker?
Kyrie.
I agree.
I'm not gonna get into this right now. I'm not gonna get into it right now.
Why
I
not,
mean,
man?
Kyrie's a better ball handler. Kyrie's a better finisher. Kyrie has a better mid range. So you take those 3 aspects and you.
Kyrie's not a better playmaker than Dame. What are we talking about right now?
I just said 3 different facets of his game in which he's better than Damian Lillard as.
Is he a
You
better
say
finisher?
he's a better finisher. He's a better ball handler and he's a better mid-range player.
What makes him a better ball handler?
The fact that he is considered the best ball handler in the league. What do you mean? That's a
What makes
I
him a
can
better?
get- I can-
what
that's
makes him
a
a better?
unanimous
ball
decision, bro.
What makes
I
him
can
get a
get
better
ball-
finisher?
Yeah, I don't think he's a better finisher than Dame.
So he doesn't get to the rack more efficiently than Dame, if not more at all
Dame
than
don't
Dame.
be doing what Dame
Dame
used to be
shoots.
doing.
Dame's a shooter. Dame's a
Dame,
shooter.
Dame used to be dunker.
Dame's not.
So
Dame's not
so
finishing at
so
the
as they
rim
progressed
like
in their
Kyrie
He can still
is.
years,
dunk, but
so as they progressed in their years, when Dame was dunking, was Kyrie still the better finisher at the time, or who was the
so
better finisher at the time?
Kyrie
Bro,
has a
Kyrie,
finesse
time
around
out,
the
time
rim.
out,
What are we
time out,
But
talking
time out.
about?
so I'm not.
Time out.
But listen,
Pause.
wait,
Let's
wait. It's
pause.
not
Let's
about
pause.
what we're talking. You're saying what I'm asking a question. You're saying what I'm talking about. I'm asking you. So is he a better finisher because he finishes at the rim more, or is the way he finished? What are we saying
He's
that
a
he's a
he's
better
a
finisher?
he's a better finisher because the way he strings together his dribble is not just finishing at the rim. He does Kobe fadeaways, he does step backs, he does everything. I agree. Dame is the better three
Finishing? Are
point.
we talking about finishing at
Fade
the
I'm talking.
is
basket, or are
I'm
we
talking.
talking about?
I'm talking about everything in front of the 3 point line. He is better than Dame at doing. That's what I'm talking about. Everything in front of the three
So,
point line, he is
but
better at
finishing
Dame at
isn't
doing.
just everything in front of the 3 point line. Finishing is finishing at the rim. That's
He
what.
finished. He finishes
So
better. He finishes better than Dame at the rim. Yes.
okay, I can give Kyrie ball handling because I've seen Kyrie break down defenders more than I've seen Dame done it. Finishing, I think Dame has the edge over him. I don't think it's bigger, but I think Dame has
I
the
think
edge.
they're similar. I
Yeah,
think
right,
Kyrie does have one of the best abilities to finish at the rim. I'm not arguing that at all.
right.
For sure. Like, and he could do all that without dunking. He's a great finisher. I think they're both great finishers in my opinion. But I feel like the things like mid range and all that, I feel like it's not that of a wash as far as when it comes to like shooting. I feel like shooting, this 3 point shot, the gap between 3 point shooting between them two is wider than all the other margins you guys put together.
See, I disagree. I think Dame washes Kyrie at 3 point shooting, but I think Kyrie washes Dame at mid range and his ability to make plays in the paint, like everything in front of the 3 point line, bro.
It's hard.
Like
I
you
can't
don't
say that.
like he be going, bro.
Dame finishes everywhere, man. He finishes everywhere at a high level. Like it's not like he's not like he can't finish in mid range. He's not like we act like we haven't seen the bag that he has with the floaters that he do. He also does spin moves, step backs. He does all this. He does all that, but he makes more of his shots.
And he makes you
So
have
I
to
don't.
guard him more because he can shoot from 30 foot.
Right. So
I want
Just
to
say
say I get all that.
I don't think I think I agree. I think Kyrie inside the paint might be better. Um, I think Dame is a better playmaker from the simple fact that what he can account for on the offense is a lot like it's like Steph Curry. Like people don't credit Steph Curry for being as great as a playmaker as you can, but when he passes half court, just because he's not getting as many assists, that doesn't mean he's not a great playmaker. Because the playmaking is the plays you make to get people open to get open shots, and the gravity that Steph and Dame have, no one else has that in the league as far as
but I
three
I
point
think
shooting.
that's just because three is worth more than two though, bro. So
But
you have to gravitate towards them more, bro. Like nobody's guarding Kyrie 1 on 1. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can
Nobody's
say the same
guarding
about you.
Dame. Well,
Damn, let me finish, bro. Like you can say the same about Dame, but like again, when he crosses half court, like three is more. Even yesterday, he was pulling up. He was pulling up with people in his face. Like he was step back, hand in his face, all of that. But he was
but
doing more of that around the 3 point line. That's all I'm saying. Like
I just want to
I
say
think
though,
he's a significantly better shooter than Kyrie. Kyrie has everything else.
career wise though, Dame's put a lot more 3 pointers up than Kyrie statistically speaking. I know that, but if you look at the amount of shots they put up in their careers, Kyrie statistically when he shoots threes, he shoots better. If you look at it,
what's
shot
the what's the what's
Kyrie's
the field goal
percentage,
percentage? Uh-huh.
Kyrie's 3 point percentage is .392, and Dame's is .373.
Okay.
So it's not that far off with shooting. Now, total field goal
Chubbs.
percentage.
Can you tell me
I'm just saying,
how many threes Dame shoots a night and how many threes
bro.
Kyrie
I
shoots a
know,
night?
but I'm saying if you do the statistics, if Kyrie shoots that many shots,
He
he would have made
won't
more.
do it. He
But
won't
I'm
do it.
just
That's why he doesn't take it. Fucking
Oh, he
Dwight
still
Howard has a
shot almost
better.
4,000
Tell me
threes in his
Dwight
career.
Howard's 3-point percentage if we're gonna do that.
Oh my god, bro. So Kyrie don't shoot threes now. Okay.
He don't shoot. Dame shoot like 10
You
plus
got
threes
it.
a night.
You got it. You got it,
And his
Wayne.
and the difficulty of Dame's
You
threes
got
is
it,
why
Wayne.
that. Like, we're just not
He's
gonna
a
ignore
shooter.
that. Yeah,
He's
I
a
literally,
shooter.
I
He's
literally
a
just
shooter.
said, I know that his.
I'm just
What
saying
was the
that-
first thing I said, Dio?
But what I'm saying
before I
to you is
started
just that point
about Damian shots are exceed whose. I did say that before I went in.
I know, and I'm just telling you there was no reason for you to bring up the point. That's all
But
I'm
he
saying.
can still shoot the ball efficiently, highly when he does, and he still finishes better.
If someone takes 4
I don't
threes a
think he
game and someone
finishes.
takes
Like,
10,
I don't think it's that
Oh my God.
drastically different
Okay,
than
man.
him finishing in the paint than Dame's. I think Dame's
Okay,
finishes
man.
at the basket very well. Just as
Man's a
Yeah,
47% field goal percentage career wise, way better than Dame's. Way better than Dame's, and that's including all the times he goes up.
I didn't say Dame was
Okay.
more efficient.
But that who shoot a better free throw percentage? That's just sets them apart.
They're the same.
I feel like one guy's a number 2, one guy's always been a number 1. So of course somebody's gonna be a little bit more efficient. Like they both were number 1s and Kyrie's was like that, then I'll be like, all right, I give him the respect of that.
when Kyrie was the number one, he was not efficient. Let's put it that way. When he was with the Cavaliers, he wasn't winning games. He was putting up a lot of shots. He was scoring a lot of points, but he wasn't efficient.
Cavaliers are also terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
What are the
You
Blazers?
The Blazers are better than the Cavs, bro. Don't do that.
They had Deion Waiters and Kyrie and Anthony Bennett, 2 number 1 overall picks.
I don't know. He shot his best with the Celtics and the Nets, and he shot efficiently the first year he played with the Cavs.
With the Nets, he was 50, 40, 90. I think with the Nets, he's efficient. He's definitely efficient, but again, that's happened when you're like number 2.
I'm saying when he was by himself first 2 years Cleveland, he was efficient. I'm looking at it right now. He had a 51% efficiency rating. It's pretty good.
He's shooting 46% from the field, bro. 45.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Because he's not ducking. All of them are shooting shots. Dame is shooting jump shots, so his field goal percentage is going to be lower than most. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next topic, man. So the Lakers come back down 27 from the Mavs. Since this trade, the Lakers, I believe, are 4-1 since making all the trade moves before the trade deadline. So, 2 questions for you guys. Are the Lakers going to make a big run and get to the 6th seed, which is what they want to do? And are we worried about the Mavs, who are 1-4 since Kyrie joined?
Yes and yes. I do think Lakers are about to make a big run. I think they can get there. You know, I'm a LeBron guy, but I said when they made other trades, they made really good, solid trades. Malik Beasley was a big acquisition, is what I was saying. Vanderbilt, like you said, they're getting the most out of Vanderbilt. Mo Bamba's producing a little bit. He scored like 10 points off the bench the other night. That's what you need out of those guys. Rui is still playing a pretty good ball for two-way. I'm saying like but I'm saying everybody is chipping in like they need. You know, it helps when you have off nights like that. Off night, AD and LeBron were playing terrible. Malik Beasley showed up. So like this bodes well for them going forward because they're still learning to play with each other. And this was out. D'Angelo Russell's hurt, so I don't know how long he's about to be out. But they're winning games without him, so they don't need the point guard out there. But it would be nice to have him out there, I'm sure. So I do think it's possible for them to get 6th seed. Second question, I worry about the Mavs since they're losing so much. I think we all can agree when Kyrie, the notification popped up that he was a Dallas Maverick, we all were like, do we think that's about to work? Because you know how Kyrie is, and we didn't know how it was going to be with Kyrie and Luka on this court together. I didn't think it would bode well. One of them needs to be the primary guy, and I think that was going well for Luka. I do think if he does end up staying, which I don't think is going to happen, I see Luka not wanting to play with Kyrie because that's what a lot of people have been doing, you know, that don't mesh well with Kyrie. At the end of the day, there's only one person I think Kyrie should play with that has played well with him. You've already mentioned him. I think Kyrie should have been with Laker, but it was pettiness. And I don't see Kyrie gelling with a team other than LA. That's the honest to God truth. Or unless it's LeBron. Sorry.
I think
Um,
this
Because, I mean, before we get because like I want one question for y'all. What player has he played well with since leaving LeBron? Successful wise.
they played well
I
with
mean,
KD
the
and
Nets
James
were
Harden.
bad. Yeah, I guess. All right.
I think the specific loss was more so bad Mavs, not good Lakers. You blow a 27-point lead. That's just kind of ridiculous if you ask me. But I did say I didn't think that this acquisition of Kyrie to the Mavs was gonna play in their favor. Because like Chris just said, I mean they got two players who are ISO players, and even though Kyrie doesn't, is not really ball dominant, he still needs the ball in his hand to make a play. And so does Luca. The offense runs better. If you ask me, when Luca has the ball in his hand and he's dishing it out, he's being the guy that people gravitate to. Now it's just like they playing patty cake with the ball, or they playing hot potato with the ball. Not really having an identity, which is why they're. I mean, 1-4. Um, and who knows? Maybe it is just growing pains right now. But I know that I honestly didn't think it was going to work out. And it's kind of showing. But as far as the Lakers go, I think if the Lakers can get a seat in the playoffs, then they can make a run. But I'm still sticking by what I said earlier. Earlier this year, I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. Even with the new acquisitions, I just don't see it. I think they, just on a hot streak right now. But I mean, I think, you know, I don't know, man. I just don't see it. I think this is just a year that LeBron falls short again, and maybe next year they'll mesh a little bit better. Come out, because I think the fact that they started off so slow is what's going to come back and bite them. Um, Not enough games left to make a run, but again, if they do, I think they can make a run in the playoffs because that's just the 7-game series. But they just got to get there. So, yeah.
Um, I think I think the Lakers, man. I don't think they're getting to that 6 seed position. Still think they're gonna be a playing team. What up, Cloud? Uh, I think they're gonna get to like the 8th or ninth seed. It is good for them that the rush trade was able to get them a lot of assets that they needed. You see what happens when you don't have a bunch of end of the bench players being key rotation players. Like you know, now you got Vanderbilt who had 17 rebounds, looked like a Luka stopper yesterday. Got Malik Beasley, like you said, key rotate guy that has been starting in the league as a key rotational piece. Get D'Angelo Russell. You get Mo Bamba as a backup big for AD. Now you got Lonnie Rocker and Austin Reeves no longer starting. You can move those guys to the back of the bench. You can move a Dennis Schroeder to the bench, be a 6-man type of player like he has been when he's been his best. So that's the best thing to happen to them. But I don't think they're going to get to the 8th or 9th seed. Now with the Mavs, this Kyrie trade was a waste for them. Uh, you got rid of Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie. You got rid of a lot of depth. It helps that you get Josh Green to play a lot more, get some more minutes. But the thing that they needed more than they needed a Kyrie was a versatile big that can protect the paint and still move on the perimeter. And they didn't get that. And as you can see, between AD and Vando, they had 32 rebounds between the two of them last night. AD guy had 30 points. He had 30 and 15. They have no big that you can play. They needed to use that to get a versatile big man, or a because I think Dorian Finney-Smith would have been able to help a little bit better. Tim Hardaway was playing well last night, so now that he's been playing well since he's been back and since DFS is no longer on that team. But at the end of the day, they need something that they always been missing was a versatile big man that can, step out and shoot threes, but also could protect the paint, and that's what they don't have. Um, they got rid of all of that to get rid of Kyrie. There's no one good in this free agency. This free agency class is not good. So you did all of that, got rid of these people for a 30-game rental in Kyrie Irving. So yeah, it doesn't look good. I don't think it's gonna get any better. I think Luka needs a guy more of like a Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine type of fly, or like a Jimmy Butler type of guy, a person that can play off ball and still be versatile. What you got with Kyrie, you got rid an offense to get rid of your defense, and that's just not gonna work. Because eventually your shots are gonna stop falling in a game or in a series. That's just how it's gonna work. And you're not gonna win, and you gotta rely on defense, and that's what you don't have. Don't have nobody to protect the paint. You don't have really good. You don't have elite defenders on the wing. So.
I think the Lakers. Man, I think the Lakers can make the playoffs this year. The Lakers are 2 games back from the 7th seed. There's 20 games left in the season. They have a chance. They can definitely fight for it and definitely get it. I think LeBron could pull it through to at least make a playing game to get into the playoffs. I think they can at least do that. So I do think Lakers can come in and win. It's great to see the dynamic that they have, guys coming up off the bench, being able to play well. Going into the Mavs, it's just I think the Mavs sounds crazy. I think the Mavs can work. I think it can work. What I think it came down to last night was matchups, right? Yeah, you're up 27. You should win that game. Like what Dio said, no excuses. You should win that game. But to Wayne's point, it did come down to matchups. They had no one for their bigs that was versatile enough to guard those guys and get boards and things like that. So, but when I do look at the West and what they have in store for them, they are the teams that's ahead of them actually have guys like that, except the Suns. So because the Suns actually gave up some key pieces too, but just you got KD, so it's KD. So I guess that makes up for it.
Yeah, they got KD.
yeah, it makes up for it. But those are the guys that's above them right now, and the rest of the guys, I just don't see the Mavs falling out of place. What I do see is maybe the Lakers fighting to I think those guys ahead of the Lakers are going to kind of lose some games, and the Lakers are going to go on a run, and they're going to make that play-in game. I'm not worried about the Mavs. I think the Mavs are going to stay where they are. Yeah, they 1-4, but I think they're going to make up for those games and come back and win some games. I don't doubt Luka, and it's kind of hard to doubt Kyrie's play this year. This year he's been playing well, so I think they both could pull it out and still go to the playoffs. I do think he leaves after this year, though. I don't think he stays, for sure. But I think they're still gonna make it to the playoffs this year. So, yeah.
All right, man. I actually wanted the Lakers to get the 6 seed because I wanted them to play the Kings and lose, because that's who they're wanting for, and I feel like that's just a great story. It'd be terrible for Braun, but like you said, we want to get to the 6 seed because we want to play the Kings, and then you get them and you lose to them in the first round. That would actually be absolutely hilarious. So I would love to see that happen. All right, next, the Clippers lose 2 very close games. Both games went to overtime. We had the second highest scoring game in NBA history versus the Kings and the Nuggets. So with Russ on this team, they're now 0-2. Are we worried about the Clippers at all?
No, not at all. I think they just lost some really close games. It's just you're gonna lose those games. I'm not
They've
worried
been
about that. That
bad.
Rocks,
They've been bad
yeah,
in close games all year long. Just FYI.
yeah. I mean, but they also added a new dynamic to their team, which is Russ, and we can see we can physically see yo, there's a difference with him being on this team. And so I think they're gonna be fine. I don't think we should worry. It's only 2 games, 2 close games, yeah, but I don't think we should be worried. I think it'll be fine. And also they lost to the Kings, which is the 3rd seed, which is
Kings and Nuggets.
yeah. So they lost to
Yeah,
some really good
they lost
teams.
some good teams. I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
so I'm
People
not
were
worried
getting
at
on
all.
them about it, and
Yeah.
they're tripping a little bit.
I think it's just the pressure uh of Doc. No, not Doc. I'm sorry.
Who
Just the
tiring?
pressure no, pressure of
Tyler.
just Kawhi. Because Kawhi, been a lot of Kawhi. I don't know if you guys have been seeing it. A lot of Kawhi backlash, oh, this guy's not what
Kawhi been hooping.
yeah, he's been hooping, right? But a lot of people are oh, a lot of people get on him about load management, and a lot of people he's not what we
I can't say that no more.
used to see of him when we saw what he did in San Antonio and the Raptors. So a lot of people have been actually getting on him about just yo, he's not that guy anymore. But he's going out balling. So it's just all right. Because a lot of people forgot, let's be honest, a lot of people forgot about Kawhi because yo, he's been sitting. He's been sitting, he hasn't been hurt, he
I've
hasn't
been
been
forgetting
playing.
about Kawhi, man.
I mean, but a lot of people haven't been talking about him. But even when he has come back, he's been balling, but
I mean,
it
yeah,
hasn't been
he slept on right
yo,
now.
yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of people haven't been yo, Kawhi. Meanwhile, yo, you got
he's
there.
not regarded as in the top 5, top 10 conversation like he used to be.
Right, exactly.
I think that changes this postseason. So I watched these 2 games, watch both these games because I'm a Russ fan. So now I'm watching on the Clippers game, and I think more of these games are on Ty Lue than it is on anyone else. He's been in the end of these games putting up some bad lineups. Like yesterday, Russ started slow, but then he started to kick it in the second gear, and then he didn't play majority of the fourth quarter, and they played Eric Gordon, who was 0 for 4. And then in the game versus the Kings, they just lost that game because they were up 13, and then they had 4 turnovers in a row, and the Kings came back into the game. I think in the Kings game, Kawhi kind of got a little tired because he had 30. And
Yeah, he played the most minutes in his career that game.
Yeah, he had 38 and going into the third quarter,
Yeah.
and then in the fourth and overtimes, he only scored 6 points. But when he's been playing in the last 2 games, he scored 72 points. So he's been balling. I think Paul George has to step it up, and then at the end of the game, we gotta just know the ball gotta go to Kawhi. I don't want to see Norman Powell shooting shots. The last 2 minutes of the game, Kawhi and Paul George need to assert themselves, but also think you need to put Russ in the game to make some decisions. I know you don't want to assert him. All the LA fans are hating right now because obviously they're 0-2, but they still got better standings. They play the T-Wolves on Wednesday, so I want to see where that takes them. But am I worried about them? Not really. I think Zubac's not there, so I got to see. Plumlee's been playing a lot of minutes, and he looked good in some spurts, and then he looks really bad. In the overtime loss versus the Kings, it was 3 possessions in a row. They ran screens, they double teamed PG gave it to him, and De'Aaron Fox just ran and took the ball from Plumlee back to back, bro. And I'm you just can't anticipate him coming. After the second time, we should be able to anticipate it. They did shit 3 times in a row. I was losing my mind. But then I think they were another team that needed a more versatile big, in my opinion. And also Marcus Morris is ass, and he should not be playing. They need to put Robert Covington in the game and play more Batum and.
To that Russ thing, man. I'm not too mad about that decision because I think Russ, we say it all the time, he's a double-edged sword, bro. He can give you in the final minutes of the game, he could either win you or lose you the game. So with someone as
I don't like that, bro, because Morris
he's a double-edged sword.
He's
he
fifth
is, though.
in clutch points. He has the highest clutch efficiency, second highest clutch efficiency.
I wish there was a stat on how many games he lost you. I wish there's a
You know,
Stafford
one
that's
player
ready
doesn't
to see
lose
that.
you games, bro. It's a team game.
But we can see like what do you do at the final minutes or final seconds of a game? You can say that we have recollection of moments he lost games literally in the final seconds.
What do you say,
So
Wayne? What do you say, Wayne? Ain't gonna split us up. Next question. Next question.
I don't know, man. But again, he probably should have played some minutes. But
I'm not care about the Russ minutes. Terrence Mann has been playing well all season. Now his minutes. I know you had a Russ, but like, don't play Eric. You don't have to play Russ, and if you don't got T Man, like take Eric Gordon out, put T Man in. Like,
right,
I think he's experimenting with the rotations right now and trying to figure all that out before the playoffs because they're in a good spot right now. So
yeah.
obviously they can't keep dropping these games like this. So I expect them to come out versus the T Wolves and play really good. So we'll see. Smooth.
No, I mean, I think that Kings game, they just let him back into the game. That was a high scoring game. Players playing 40 plus minutes. That's crazy. Paul George played well. I was I'm only saying that because you said Paul George got to step it up. I think he's been playing well as well. The past two games,
Not
game against
versus
the
the
Nuggets. How about say game versus the Nuggets? He didn't miss 4 threes. 0 for 4 actually. But I mean, it could have also been, factored into the fact that they was playing a number 1 seed coming off of a game that lasted 2 hours, 3 hours. So fatigue probably played a role.
Ray said their plane got struck by lightning too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I think the Clippers are going to be good. I think they playing very competitive basketball. And that's really all you can ask for. You're not going, I'm not going to say you're not going to win them all. But, Russ just got there. It's not like he's making the team worse. He's only making the team better. Offense is not their issue. Is clearly defense. But that's every team's issue nowadays in the league. Nobody plays defense anymore. But I think the Clippers are going to be good. I think the Clippers are going to be all right. Like I said, I think it's championship or bust. Meaning I think they'll either make the championship or they'll blow it up next year. So we'll just have to wait and see. But they're definitely more promising than they're definitely the more promising team in LA right now.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to the next topic. We're switching over to NFL. So rumors has came out. The Bears are accepting calls and are looking to trade the number 1 overall pick. So the question is, who should they trade up with? Well, who should trade up with them? And what should the Bears do with their picks?
Obviously, I mean, that means right them doing this, they are doubling down their commitment to Justin Fields, which is great. You want him to have that I guess that reassurance going into the offseason, like, okay, I'm your guy's guy. Like, I don't need to worry about the possibility of you guys drafting a quarterback and having this whole thing. So that's good for him. Now, teams I see like trading for it, trading up. I could see Oakland trading up, making sure they get the guy they want and not end up with the leftovers, basically like Will Levis, basically, because those other guys could be gone by the time 9 or 8 pick, whatever they have,
They have
is
the
up.
7th pick.
So
7.
I
So
got you
they
right
still
now.
could be gone.
The top candidates right now are the Texans, the Colts, the Raiders, Falcons, and Panthers.
Obviously,
The Colts have the number 4 pick. The Texans have 2, Raiders have 7, Falcons have 8, and the Panthers have 9.
Yeah, I mean, all of them could be potential. Obviously, I can see why the Texans would do it. I'm only doing it if there's a certain guy I know is the best and I like. If I got 2 guys I'm okay with going with, I'm not trading up for that because let's talk about it. That trade's probably going to be like, give me the 2nd pick and I want your 34th pick or 33rd pick in the draft or whatever it is, their 2nd round pick. You know what I mean? They want more capital if they're going from the 1st pick. Well, they'd be going right back to the second, but they would still rope something into that trade.
There's going
They
to be
wouldn't just do
two,
it
no
straight up.
matter what, there's going to be at least 2 first-round picks that go with this trade. At minimum.
So, yeah. So, all those teams you named, I agree with, but just throwing a wrench, a couple names that you didn't say, I could see Tennessee possibly trying to trade up and getting in that mix a little bit, and I also can see because you don't know Sean Payton is a what's it called, wild card. I could see Broncos trying to get up there somehow, some way. Yeah, I
You
could
think the
see that.
Broncos would trade Russ after signing him for that?
Yeah,
He has no trade value right now.
Hey, no, I'm talking about assets, other assets. They could figure something out and rope picks into it to get the future for their because Russ is not the future for
They're
the
not
Broncos.
They
getting-
still
they're
would
not
have to
doing that.
trade Russ away to another team.
Yeah,
Somebody
they're
would
not.
take him.
I don't see the Broncos doing that because the Broncos don't even have a first round pick.
But my big one, my favorite to pick them do it is Oakland. I think Oakland needs to do it so they don't end up with Will Levis. I think they'd like Bryce
They
Young.
they like Will Levis. Like a lot of
I don't know
people,
why.
people like him. People like
I
him.
don't know. I don't know.
People like him. My pick is the Panthers. I think the Panthers move up, and I see them moving up because I see a lot of the Anthony Richardson hype.
AR-15, baby.
He's projected to go to them, but I think the Panthers are in. I think the Panthers is a better situation for a quarterback that's coming in, and I think the Panthers know that. So they're gonna probably, and I think a lot of teams know that. So maybe
I see that too, but what makes them the best situation? Because they got DJ Moore.
better than all right. Obviously not. Obviously the Raiders have a better situation
I don't think so
for
either.
quarterback. I'm talking about the weapons we're talking about, right? The weapons that he has, the weapon the quarterback's going to have. You're going to have Devontae Adams, one of the best receivers, one of the best tight ends in the game, and one of the best running back. Well, he might not be there, so we'll see. But I think the Panthers go, and I said Panthers' best situation going forward because they do have younger guys on that team that he probably could potentially they can grow with and obviously get better with. And I think that will give the Titans a chance to get Anthony Richardson because, and I think he will probably drop out of the top 10. Obviously the Eagles not going to get him, and I don't think the Bears are going to go get him. And I think I think the Panthers want Bryce Young. They want to go get the best quarterback, and I think Bryce Young on that team, I think he'll do well. So my pick is the Panthers.
The worst team that can get this pick, in my opinion, would probably be New Orleans. I mean, I'm sorry, Houston. I think it's between the Colts and the Panthers. I think the Colts because if they were on a somewhat of a hot streak, obviously they just got a new head coach. They still got Taylor at their running back, and they have a decent defense. I'm not gonna say it's great. A decent defense. If they can get a good pick to complement a quarterback, preferably to complement, that offense, having a running back and Michael Pittman, who we don't think is flashy, but he's the number one receiver, along with the running game and a solid defense. I think that they can start building a good foundation behind, a franchise quarterback. And that also will work out for Chicago as well. Chicago will be able to get a top 5 pick, and they'd be able to help Justin Fields out. And I would say that they need to draft a receiver more than anything, if not some offensive line assets. And I think it would be a win-win for both teams. And then, like Joey said, the Panthers, it would be a good fit for them because they'll still get a top 10 pick. The Bears, that is, they'll still get a top 10 pick. And it'll definitely benefit both teams because Carolina needs a quarterback. And I think Chicago needs a receiver. And I think there'll be some pretty good receivers still on the board. Well, actually, there'll be a lot of somebody won't say pretty good. There'll be a lot of receivers still on the board.
If the Bears were to get a receiver, that'll be the first receiver on getting drafted.
Jackson is going to them. They're gonna follow the
Jackson
Bengals.
Smith.
They're gonna follow the Bengals route. Get the quarterback, his receiver from college. But we'll talk about it a little later. Joey, you said AR-15 is dropping out of the top 10, correct?
I can see it happening. I can see that happening.
He's not dropping out of the top 5.
I can see it happening, man. I still see Bryce Young, CJ, and Will Levis going above him.
He's going to be either the number 1 pick or the number 4 pick.
Ah, that's crazy.
He's going to be number 4. Wherever the Indianapolis Colts are picking is where he will end up. Sean Steichen, who was he the offensive coordinator for? The Philadelphia Eagles. Who was his quarterback? Jalen Hurts. Who is a quarterback that he will be able to run this very similar offense, but has a stronger arm and is a bigger guy? AR-15. Wherever the Colts go, that's why I think all that hype about him becoming the number 1 pick is because either the Panthers or the Colts are going to trade up to get him. The Panthers see Cam Newton in him, and then the Colts see Jalen Hurts. So I think that's where he is going to end up. So I think the best move for the Bears, though, is if Houston's stupid enough to trade, then give me the 2nd and number 10 pick. And then you guys can have it. And then you can have it. Because if Houston's calling me, that's the only thing I'm asking for. Give me number 2 and give me number 10.
You're not doing that. That's the dumbest. That's the dumbest.
They're not going to have number 2. They're not going to have number. They're not going to get number 2.
They're going to get rid of number 2.
They'll get 2 and then 2nd round pick. They're not
going to give up.
They're not going to give it 10 to 2.
So they're going to give me 2. Which we've seen it done before.
Why would I do that when I get a quarterback and then another player top 10?
The Texans is not going to do that. Because the Texans are full rebuilding. The Texans rather keep their 2 if they're going to ask for those 2.
I'm just saying, if I'm the Bears, that's the only time. If y'all want to trade, that's what I'm asking for. Give me 2.
I mean, they have nothing else to offer. so like that's the.
I mean, they got next year's draft, next year's number 1.
Right.
I don't see the Panthers as this wish list team as everybody else say. Christian McCaffrey's no longer there. Yeah, Chuba Hubbard is nice, but I think the Colts is really the best destination for any QB that wants to go there. You got to that offensive line just had a bad year. I think they will be a lot better next year. I think their running back is a top 5 running back in the league. Still, Michael Pittman Jr., Mo Ali Cox. You probably could get another receiver in the 2nd round. Mo Ali Cox is a nice tight end. He's a dog.
Mo Ali Cox.
Let me ask.
And that defense is actually good, DL. It's better than
Mo Ali Cox.
We're talking about AR. We're talking about AR-15,
Mo Ali
right?
Cox.
What is AR? He's an inch taller than CJ, and got, I would say, 15 pounds on him, right? CJ can run.
CJ is.
He can run. He has an arm.
What they said, like Patty can run. That's how CJ is.
Would you rather have Patty or Cam?
Check me out right here. Anthony Richardson is better than CJ Stroud.
Well, what? Okay, hold on. Anthony Richardson had.
That sounds a little bit of
bias.
That Florida Gator bias.
Yeah.
We're talking about 6'4", 230, 4.3 speed, the best arm he has the strongest arm.
The best arm?
He has the strongest arm.
Strongest, say it. Okay, don't say
he might have the best arm too.
Oh my God!
I'm about to look this their fish.
He does not have the best arm in that.
Who has the best arm?
I don't think Bryce has. I think CJ has the best arm.
CJ Stroud's has the best pass.
I think CJ has the best arm. And
we're talking about also had the best weapons to throw to. It wasn't no accuracy he was throwing to the people.
If we're talking about accuracy and strength, I think he is the best arm.
No. Give me Hendon Hooker. What you talking about?
Hendon Hooker is
Give me Hendon Hooker.
We're talking about, he was throwing on Marvin Harrison Jr. and the crew. Like, come on.
So, bro, his freshman year, he threw
72%, bro. You throwing
72% completion.
Are we taking that away? Are we going to take that away from Joe Burrows too? Because he was throwing to great people. Are we going to take that away from him?
Interesting.
I like that.
We're not going to take that away from him.
Let's keep it up.
He's throwing to his college teammate.
Right. Like,
Yo.
But we also know the
Richardson,
history of the Ohio State quarterbacks.
Wayne, come on.
History,
Wayne.
all right. History of Ohio State quarterback. Right now, we're talking about Justin Fields. We think Justin Fields is probably one of the most explosive quarterbacks, and we're saying he's going to be great in the NFL. And he's
Whoa! No, say great.
Wait, everybody is saying that. Everybody is saying that.
Great.
Everybody is saying put
Great.
weapons around this guy, and he's going to be great.
Great. Or put weapons around him and give him a chance.
So, hold on, time out. Wayne. He
Give
played
him a chance.
He started for y'all for one full year, correct?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So he threw 327 passes that whole season, and he was 53.8% completion percentage.
Did you watch the Florida? Did you watch the Florida?
I watched some. I know he ran the ball too. Come on, I know they weren't. I know they weren't that great this year either.
Our best receiver was White.
That's
I'm
racist.
just saying, bro. but like,
he was a super senior that was White. That was our best receiver.
But CJ still threw 389 passes.
He was throwing to Marvin Harrison Jr. What are we talking about right now?
I think CJ is probably either CJ.
We're talking about the weapons. We're talking about separation. Receivers get open. He wasn't having to make tight throws.
I'm talking about quarterback NFL ready. This is all I always talk about. This quarterback NFL ready. What quarterback is going to come in NFL ready?
I do think Anthony Richardson should have stayed one more year. I do believe that, but I think if you get him with a coach like the Colts guy who we saw clearly develop Jalen Hurts as a passer, right? We saw that, right? I'd rather deal with that and the ability to run. C.J. Stroud, a lot of Ohio State fans complained that he didn't run enough. Because he didn't run enough. Because there would be times
when you're in the pocket.
No, there was hella times where he could have ran for first down and he threw incompletions.
Right.
Very accurate still.
I watched him in his games. Yeah, I could say at times he should have run.
I do think C.J. Stroud is one of the better quarterbacks in this draft, without a doubt. But I'm just saying, I think Anthony Richardson is QB1. You're talking about a guy. I watched the film on him. He goes through his thing was he would hold the ball too long because he was going through his progressions. It wasn't because he was holding it just to hold. No one open. Then I'm gonna go take off. Doesn't get sacked a lot. Has great pocket presence. The only thing I think he need to fix is his footwork when it comes to when he's like throwing the ball off script and stuff like that. So the thing he struggled with was his quick throws because he didn't have the best footwork. Which I think you get him with Shane Stamen, like he's gonna be good. So
I think this is why I think this hype around him is going to fool a team. They're going to draft him very high, and they're
wait. Are you saying Anthony Richardson is going to be a bust?
I don't think. I think if he's drafted in the top 10, and when he's drafted in the top 10, you know the expectations that come with it. I don't think he's going to live up to it. I'm saying that right now.
So you think he's going to be a bust?
If he's drafted in the top 10, yes. Yes. If he's drafted in the top 10, yes. If he's out of the top 10, the expectations is lower.
Wayne's going to love this. Is he going to have a better career than Zach Wilson? It's a number 2 pick.
It depends on where he goes, man. It depends on where he goes.
I love it.
Depends on where he goes.
Wayne's face is hilarious.
I said it depends on where he goes. If he goes to Houston,
Wayne's gonna be like, it's a wash. He's gonna have a better career than him.
If he goes to Houston, I don't see him having a better career. It's gonna be bad over there for him. So like I'm saying, depends on where he goes. Anywhere other than Houston,
comes back. They got a great run game. Would I prefer him with the Colts. I think the Colts are going to trade up the number 1 overall pick to get Anthony Richardson.
Colts is great.
It makes the most sense. If you're the new head coach, you're like, I just had a guy in Jalen Hurts who just went to the Super Bowl, had huge success. We know we had a good team. The Colts aren't a bad team. They just had bad luck. Right? We thought they were going to be the easy division winner. You get in the easier division because I think the Titans are down. I mean, damn, they got the Jags. They got to worry about.
It wouldn't be bad for him to drop out of the top.
I mean, if he goes to Carolina or the Commanders, that's helpful too. But
even if he goes to the Jets, like I'm not
prefer him in Carolina just because that division's a lot easier. That division's a lot easier. So.
Right. I mean, because the Jets are looking
The
for a
Jets are
quarterback.
getting Derek Carr. Well, there's nothing
And
to argue about. They're
and the
getting Derek.
Patriots are also looking for a quarterback, and they're right
The
after
Patriots
each
are
other.
not looking for a quarterback. They got that. The Patriots
No,
got
them
they
boys,
got their franchise guy, bro. Stop.
they're sending Mac Jones out of there, man.
Mac Jones on the hot seat, bro.
They got
They're
they
about
got.
to they're about to get
How he
rid of
on the
him.
hot seat? Because he didn't make the playoffs barely 1 year.
Bro,
They're
Belichick been
really about
talking
to
about him.
they're really about to get rid of him. They don't want Mac Jones.
When a report comes out that they're talking about him, like Bill
They're
said,
looking for a
It's
quarterback
already
because
done.
we know
send that shit out.
Zappy ain't getting it done.
Oh. So they're gonna be looking for a
Zappy-
quarterback for years if they do that.
Bill said send the tweet.
I'm dead.
Olivia Pope, it's handled.
I'm dead. All right, next question. What team that didn't make the playoffs this year can turn it around and make it?
It's pretty easy. I got two. I'll give you an AFC and NFC. Jets, obviously, they're up there. They're quarterback away, even though I don't think Derek Carr is the answer. But they're quarterback away from making the playoffs. You see how they drafted very well, and they're right there. And then on the opposite side, Detroit Lions. I think they're going to make some noise next year. I think they can make a run for that division title against the Vikings. They have to have a really good offseason, though. That's all it comes down to.
You got the same two teams I have, but so I'm gonna pick two different teams since you said those teams. One, I'm gonna pick the Steelers. I think the Steelers can make the playoffs.
Yeah, Joe.
if they step up. Obviously, I don't even know what's wrong with the offense because I see the receivers, I see the running back. The O-line is not playing terrible. So I feel like they can still make the playoffs, and the defense is defense. So I think they have the ability to make the playoffs next year. Probably maybe some acquisitions here or there to help out on some injuries because I think whenever you guys get an injury, the level of play just decreases for y'all. So you probably need some good guys coming off the bench that can in rotation that can play well. And the NFC, I don't think NFC was pretty trash this year, man. But it depends on how they handle the draft. Because that division is up for grabs. I think the Panthers can. Nope. Yes, the Panthers. I think the Panthers can do something. Or the Saints. Depends on also what they do in the offseason. But I think that division's up for grabs. Anybody can win that division at this point. But yeah, those are my teams. Change some things around.
Smooth.
The Washington Commanders.
Boo.
11-6 and win the division in 2023.
They're gonna go 11-6. You said
The Washington Commanders will go 11-6 and win the division.
You go in the camera, bro. You getting out of the camera frame.
I just wanted to make sure y'all heard me.
What?
Say it again.
The Washington Commanders will go 11-6 and be NFC East champions and get a top 3 seed in the NFC.
Hey, are they splitting with the Eagles?
Even
are they
with
sweeping the
releasing
Eagles?
Carson Wentz, that's a big loss for them.
Yes, they was winning without him. The only team in the NFC that they will split with is the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's crazy. What will change for them to win these games and go to the playoffs?
Sam Chicken Fingers Howe.
Their quarterback.
Is it an acquisition or already what you have?
It's the acquisition of a quarterback. I think that's really what they were missing. I said this earlier. They're a few players away from being a contender, like a championship contender, in my opinion.
What?
They got the coach. I said a coach, a DB, and a quarterback.
Who's it? Ron Rivera's the coach? We're talking about Eric Bieniemy.
Bieniemy.
Okay.
They got the coach. They need a quarterback, and I think they're going to acquire some good pickups on defense to a defense that's already solid. Chase Young coming back. The defensive line is crazy.
One of the best in the league.
Agree.
They got three of the best. I mean, I'm not gonna say three of the most consistent running backs in the league. So, and then they got McKissick, Gibson, and
Robinson.
Robinson.
Yeah, say the starters. Say the starters' name.
Yeah, I was just saying the running back.
You saying they got workhorses? They got.
That's a good running back room.
They got some lineups. And they just missing. They got Curtis Samuel, Jahad Dotson is about to start taking off, and then of course they got Scary Terry.
I'm not big on the receivers though.
I'm
really not big on the receivers. I like Terry.
That receiving room remind me of if they get the right quarterback, it's gonna be very Trevor Lawrence Jaguars like this year.
They're sneaky. They're sneaky. They have sneaky talent, is what I'm saying.
Dotson is nice.
He is nice, but
Scary Terry a top 12 receiver.
100%. Dotson is nice, but still, I feel like there's still more to be proven for him.
And then, but it's only his second year.
Curtis Samuel, he's a good third option.
Dotson also missed
he's a second option.
If Dotson turns out what we say he should be the second option, right? You don't think he should be better than Curtis?
I think. Yeah, Jahad Dotson will be the slot guy, and Curtis Samuel will be the outside guy. Like he'll be like the CD Lamb, and Terry will be the deep threat.
Right.
Again, and then he got and then Jordan Reed is not that bad. I mean, he's a body. He can catch passes. He's a big target.
Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas. So I just think they're missing a quarterback and maybe a DB here and there. But other than that, they competed very, very well this year. They don't tie that game with New York, they're in the playoffs.
I'm gonna say this, just say this. If they don't get Aaron Rodgers, they're not going to the playoffs.
They don't need Aaron Rodgers to get the playoffs.
Who they gonna get that's available right now? They're gonna take them to the playoffs.
To them, they could get to the playoffs, and I think
CJ Stroud is not dropping to them.
He get dropped to them. They're 11th. He could get to the 8th pick, and they can trade up for him. Who has the 8th pick right now? They will trade up.
The Panthers.
Panthers are the 9th.
They're at 9th. Panthers got 9th.
Damn,
Atlanta might take a quarterback. Damn.
Yeah, Atlanta.
I can see them trading up with Detroit or Seattle at the 5th or 6th spot to get a quarterback.
I don't see CJ. I don't know.
Commanders got the 16th pick. Yeah, they're gonna have to trade up to get a quarterback. So
I don't see them getting CJ. So, and I'm saying unless
if they trade up the 5th pick, how early you think CJ Stroud about to go?
He's going top 3.
Yes.
I am telling you right now.
100%. He's going top 3.
Who's gonna be the top 2 quarterbacks being picked?
Look at my camera when I'm speaking.
Man.
If the Houston Texans, CJ Stroud is available, he is going to be a Houston Texan. I stamp that.
Bryce
Young?
CJ Stroud is going to be the 2nd overall pick if he does not go first.
A lot of controversy on Bryce Young is that he's a smaller guy and
I stand on that.
Hey man,
about it. So.
I don't see them taking a chance on Hendon Hooker, bro. I mean, I know he's coming up.
He's not going to get picked till the 3rd or 4th round.
If Hendon Hooker goes to Washington, you're not going to play.
That's bro. Why are you talking about him like trash
old,
or something,
bro? He old.
He's not going to the playoffs, bro. You're not going to the playoffs if Hendon Hooker goes.
He's old, bro. Stop it, bro.
He can go to the Patriots in the 3rd.
I'm just saying. The Commanders
and Wayne, Washington has the 16th pick.
I said they're going to trade up. They have to trade up to get him.
All right.
Hey, just
all I'm saying is the Commanders. They're a quarterback and a DB away from being a championship contender. Bro.
I agree with that. I just don't see a quarterback that's available for you.
Crazy.
If they get Aaron Rodgers, I can be like maybe.
They beat the Eagles last year, bro.
If that's good, but the Eagles went to the Super Bowl.
The Colts and the Chiefs.
I'm just saying that they were like one slot out of being in the playoffs, like literally one slot. And then again, if they didn't tie with the Giants, you know what I'm saying, they probably could have made a little bit of noise. Who knows?
But again, the Giants are good. But your division's probably going to be still
But
one of
those
the
are
hardest
divisional
divisions.
games, bro. Those are
It's still
divisional
gonna be,
games.
but again, y'all gonna have to beat out the Giants, beat out Dallas, and beat out Eagles. I don't see any of those teams getting
With
worse,
Dak,
other than the
with
Dallas
Dak at
Cowboys.
quarterback, they always have a chance.
But I don't see Dallas finishing last in that division ever. With the talent that they have, I don't see them finishing last.
I know
The
we're
Giants
on.
are Giants still gonna get
I
better.
mean,
Giants gonna get better.
I know
the
we're on
Commanders defense
NFL,
is just as good.
but Shams just tweeted out that LeBron's right foot injury is about to miss significant time.
Oh well, it's a wrap for the Lakers. He
So,
he said he heard it pop. So
On the AFC side, though, I got the Browns being
bracing for
some
his
noise.
absence for multiple weeks. Oh yeah, it's over.
yeah, it's a wrap for them.
He gonna come back and play, bro.
they're about to lose too many games.
Somebody said somebody put a bullet in my skull.
Oh my God, no.
Wow.
But hey, he let LeBron, the GOAT.
LeBron.
Oh, I didn't
But,
get to my teams. My teams. I had the Commanders on that list, but the Falcons will make the playoffs because they will be trading for Lamar Jackson. So
You always gotta say some bullshit.
Lamar Jackson will be an Atlanta Falcon. So when he becomes
It's
Atlanta
only
Falcon,
it's only
they're in
right.
the playoffs.
Man. It's only right that he go there.
If he doesn't there, then I would like to see AR on that team as well, but I want him on the Colts more than anybody. But I think the Falcons can do it whatever quarterback they get in this draft. If they don't get a quarterback in the draft, they get Lamar Jackson. So Chubbs, question for you. Would you be okay if the Falcons draft Anthony Richardson, trade him two other first-round picks, a second-round pick for Lamar?
How many first round picks are we talking about? Because that matters.
All right, so you guys get Anthony Richardson, a first-round pick, probably 2 seconds.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. And I mean, obviously, let me get this straight. I know Anthony Richardson is a great talent, great prospect. You know, I get that.
It's an
Just
experiment.
the fact it's an experiment, it's a risk, especially what Lamar has done already for Baltimore and the team. So like he's already, like Dan Orlovsky said today on Pat McAfee show, because I'm a big Pat McAfee show guy. I don't see it, and a lot of people don't see how Ravens would walk away from Lamar Jackson. Like he is basically been the team. You know what I mean? So like I personally, if a team's not giving me like 3, 4, some crazy ass first round picks like that Rams did a couple years back, I don't want that trade if it's not like multiple first rounders. You can attach any player you want to
Anthony
that.
Anthony Richardson, 2 first-rounders.
I don't even want 2. You're gonna have to give me like 4, 5. Yes.
But they give you a potential generational quarterback.
This guy's the one out of the 2 only players to be unanimously MVP in the league. And he's proven. And he's a winner. Still one of the highest winning percentages in the regular season. I know he hasn't won in the playoffs a lot. I get that. But I want the guy that's proven to get your team there. Because he's gotten the team there with a lot of injuries on the team without his seasons with Ravens.
So did Huntley.
A lot. Okay. Huntley has not, actually.
How about the years y'all have injuries, y'all didn't make the playoffs?
We were in first
But
position when he got hurt.
So you can't say he's done it with a lot of injuries because when I had injuries, he got injured.
Before he got hurt, the team was in first seed both times.
And then he got injured.
All I'm saying is when he is there, good things tend to happen all the time. That's all I'm saying. We win games.
When is he going to be there, though? 10 games in the last 2 years? That's a lot of
That
games.
sounds like you sound like you don't want him to get paid by saying that. I want him to get paid.
I just want him off your team so I could root for him.
I want him on the team, so I think he's going to be on the team. Like I said,
10 games in the last 2 years? That's crazy.
It's a lot of games. It's a lot of games.
That's crazy, bro.
But I still think he's going to be a Raven at the end of the day. Now, do I think they're going to entertain something if it got like really up there, like I said, with the 4 or 5 first round picks? If it got to that, I'm sure they would talk about it with like the staff and Harbaugh, but I don't see them walking away from Lamar just the impact he's had on the city and the organization, I don't see you walking away from that.
All right. Well, anyway, I had the Falcons, and then I have the Colts. Like I said, they get AR-15. They're going to win 9 games this year and get into the playoffs.
Cool.
And one thing, one thing. I'm tired of all these NFL teams now want Lamar Jackson to be their quarterback, but they told his ass to go play receiver. I'm tired of that shit.
He had to prove himself.
31 teams passed up on him. Now they want him.
See, I hate when people say some stupid shit like that.
No, if they really wanted him.
Wait.
Come on now.
People like 31 teams passed up on him. Out of those 31 teams, who needed a quarterback? So we got to start specifying things when people say shit like that. I hate when players do that.
A lot.
No. I hate when players.
Cleveland?
That's all right. That's 5
Arizona?
teams. Sounds like 5 teams needed him. So say 5 teams pass up on me. Stop saying 32. Because the other 27 teams or other 20 plus teams, they need no QB.
Because they didn't think Ravens needed a quarterback at the time. We got him because we saw that we needed a quarterback for the future. We saw an old guy here, veteran. There's teams that had that situation. They could have done that. That's all I'm saying.
So who would have done that?
Drew Brees is still in the league, right? Could have done that with the Saints.
No, but Drew Brees was still playing at a high level for 4 more years.
Who's in his draft class?
Baker, Josh Rosen.
Now say Arizona.
Sam Darnold.
Say those teams. Because you can't be like, the Steelers passed up on me.
You gotta go after
Big Ben.
You gotta go after the teams that drafted quarterbacks. Like, I picked these guys over me.
Yeah. I'm not talking about that's not. I'm saying Lamar. I'm talking about
but
players
the teams that are saying they want him are teams that needed quarterbacks at the time. Matt Ryan's on his last legs out with Falcons. They needed a quarterback at the time.
Wait, no, he wasn't. Didn't they go to the Super Bowl that year?
Lamar's rookie season, the year before they weren't in the Super Bowl, were they?
Something about the year that Lamar got drafted. I'm pretty sure they went to the Super Bowl.
No, that was Eagles. Eagles had that pick, so we traded with the Eagles. Eagles beat Tom Brady.
Lamar wasn't in the league yet for that?
No, because I remember that's the team we traded with for the 32nd pick. The Eagles.
Oh, Nick Foles, Eagles?
Yeah, Nick Foles, Eagles. Won the Super Bowl.
Nick Foles!
So you going to add them on that list?
They could have, yeah.
Oh, my God. Now they could have, bro.
But they gave that guy a statue.
They need a quarterback.
So you're going to put what you would call on that list too?
For instance, I'm gonna put the Jets. Jets were on that list too. They went Sam Darnold. I'm trying to look up the draft. 2018 draft.
Falcons went 10-6. The Panthers went 11-5. You could probably blame the Buccaneers, but they just picked up Jameis Winston.
Josh Allen was in that draft. Mason Rudolph was in that draft.
You said Josh Allen was in that draft?
Yep.
I wouldn't be mad picking Josh Allen over Lamar.
That's it.
Bro, I'm looking at the teams now. The Cardinals needed a quarterback. Let me see. The 49ers had just traded for Jimmy G, so I'm not going to say that. The Cowboys had Dak. I could say the Commanders. The Giants.
Didn't the Cardinals draft Kyler Murray?
They drafted Josh Rosen.
So I put the Cardinals on there.
Yeah, they drafted Kyler Murray.
The Giants, I think they had just drafted Daniel Jones. Was that year or the next year?
That's the next year. So they needed a quarterback.
They needed a quarterback, so you can put them on there. The Vikings, I'm not putting them on there. They just went 13-3.
Who did the Giants drafted though? They didn't draft a quarterback.
They didn't draft it. I think they had Geno playing for a year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they didn't draft a quarterback. I think they drafted somebody
They picked up Geno, I thought.
They drafted Saquon that year.
Saquon. So, yeah, I'm not getting mad at them about that. I knew they drafted somebody big that year.
The Lions, they had Matthew Stafford. The Packers, Aaron Rodgers is coming off an injury. I could give you the Bears because they just went 5-11. Now let's go to the AFC. Steelers, no. Ravens, no. Bengals, they still had Buddy. They thought they had a chance. The Browns drafted Baker, right? So you can play the Browns. The Jags just went 10-6 and just went to the AFC Championship with Blake Bortles.
Bortles time.
The Titans just traded for
Tanny.
Yeah. And they had Marcus Mariota as well. I could give you the Colts. I could give you the Texans had Deshaun Watson, so I can't give you them. Patriots had Tom Brady. The Bills got Josh Allen. Dolphins, I could give you them. Jets just picked up Sam Darnold, so I could give you them. Chiefs got Patty. Chargers had Phillip Rivers. The Raiders had Derek Carr. And the Broncos had nobody, so I could give you them.
So I'll let you know.
I don't even know who we drafted
Majority
that
of
year.
the teams that you have named are all the teams that these fans are putting edits in. The Commanders,
But I'm
the
just saying
Dolphins,
at that time
the Jets.
they didn't need. They have needs though. The ones that had needs, I could give you the blame.
But I'm just saying. But the guys that you're saying that had the needs are the guys that I'm saying that
you can shit on.
Are hoping right now is what I'm saying.
So we've been talking.
All of them.
We've been talking.
I don't know who the Dolphins drafted that year.
We kind of alluded to it already, but Carson Wentz was released by the Washington Commanders.
Nah, Dolphins got Minka that year. You can't blame the Dolphins.
Yeah, I don't have him no more.
Didn't even keep him, so I can't.
We had him though, but it was a great draft pick though. You can't say
you had him for a year. That's kind of crazy.
We had him for 2 years, and then he started crying.
I want him to play with right now. Look, he's the best safety in the league.
Yeah. He was gonna be the best for us too.
Shut up, Chuck.
Hey, no, his draft class was lit, bro. You can't really blame some of these teams.
It was a lot of talent in that draft class.
Bro, yeah. His draft class was lit as fuck.
He was still getting told by teams that he should play another.
If you go back to the 2018
position.
draft, is he the number 1 overall pick?
Vita Vea, Minka.
If we're redoing it,
If we're redoing
yeah, he probably is.
Josh
He probably is.
Allen.
I think he is because he has an MVP. I do think he would be the number 1 pick. Cleveland Browns will do it.
I mean, Cleveland, yeah, they need a quarterback. Yeah,
so all right, let's do it. 2018 redraft.
They drafted him.
Is he the number 1 pick?
Hey, Cleveland drafted Lamar. Yeah,
Lamar is number 1
pick. If we do a redraft, he's number 1. Then Baker go to the Jets.
No, I don't think they draft him. I think he goes to the Jets. But I think if you do a redraft right now, a lot of those teams are still picking Josh Allen. Josh Allen is going number 1 overall.
It was between him and Josh Allen, but I think Lamar got the edge over him, bro. I think Lamar, because Josh Allen don't got no MVP.
But he's beating Lamar head to head in the playoffs.
Yeah, that is true. But Lamar only went to.
They only met one time.
He went twice. He went twice.
No, they met one time.
Went twice. Oh, they met one time. Yeah.
And Lamar got concussed that game.
At the end of the third quarter, and you guys had
And then Tyler Huntley started coming back.
Yeah, y'all had 3 points with Lamar, so please stop it. So yeah, I still think that he goes number 1. I think Josh Allen goes number 1.
Top 5 ain't bad. Top 3 ain't bad.
From 32 to top 3. That ain't bad at all. But yeah, Carson Wentz, welcome to the XFL, buddy. You had me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Hell you for this guy, eulogy, bro.
Either welcome to the XFL, USFL, CFL, or I am athlete.
USFL.
Welcome to one.
He said, "Oh, I am athlete."
Welcome. You can join us in the podcasting realm. Love to hear your takes on why you sucked when I believed in you. So yeah, it was you got derailed by injury, man. It's unfortunate, but it happens.
Kirk Cousins with a pension.
It's all right.
Crazy.
You said Kirk Cousins with a what?
A pension.
A pension. I'm dead. All right.
All right. Well, move on from Carson.
Jalen, I feel like we already talked about the young QBs, but do you guys want to rank Stroud?
No, we can skip it for another day.
Right.
I thought Chubb said.
So we'll talk about it for another day. But
we could keep it short.
All right, yeah. So look, I got this is my
just pick a guy.
So your current team, you're fit. So Wayne, your Steelers, not the Chiefs. Your Steelers, Pats, Dolphins, and obviously Ravens. Your quarterbacks that you currently have do not exist. You have the first overall pick. You need a quarterback. Which one are you picking? Who fits best for your current team you got right now? And this could be a clip for TikTok. I'm not just talking about these 4 teams. What team fits your team? What player fits your team the best? Whatever y'all favorite team is. AR-15, Will Levis, Bryce Young, or CJ Stroud.
Crazy as it might sound, man, I think Bryce Young would fit the Steelers the best, in my opinion. I know he's little, but he's still elusive, could run a little bit. And I just think we have the weapons that I feel like he'll be able to read the field properly. Outside the offensive line, I think just the weapons that he played with, he'll be able to accurately place the ball. I got him there. I think I'll take Bryce Young.
Okay.
I'm
taking CJ. I think CJ will be a good team.
Or any last one of these quarterbacks fit with your team, bro. It's not fair.
My team? I don't think AR is a good fit for our team.
Wait, what? Yo, why are you trying? Yo, stop trying Anthony Richardson, bro.
I just don't think he's a good fit for our team.
You think Will Levis is a better fit than Anthony Richardson for your team?
I didn't say Will Levis.
He said CJ.
I said CJ.
But I'm saying you just straight up said, "Hey, I don't think Anthony Richardson." That's the first thing you said. You didn't say Anthony Richardson. Will Levis.
I don't think he will. He said they will be. I don't think he will be. I don't think for our offense. I don't think he will be. Like,
why not? All you gotta do is throw the ball down the field, and he won't underthrow Tyreek Hill, unlike Tua.
I get that, but at the same time,
y'all can run pistol, bro, with AR-15, bro. Y'all RPO game.
We're not running pistol though. We don't.
But y'all could. Y'all could. That's what I'm
talking about. Fit for our offense.
What makes him a bad fit for your offense?
I don't think he's NFL ready. Second, I don't.
What makes him not NFL ready?
I didn't see enough from him. I seen one good season from AR, and that's all I've seen. I haven't
that's
seen
all you
enough
needed to see out of Cam Newton.
I haven't. That wasn't the only thing that I've seen from Cam Newton. And at the same time, when Cam Newton came on board, everybody would just still have some things about him. I wasn't sold on Cam Newton when he came until I saw him ball in the NFL. So with that being said, I don't think he'd be a good fit. I was sold on Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert is putting up numbers.
He wasn't balling in college. He was ass. Well, he was an ass, but
he wasn't ass in college. But I don't think he will. Like you said before, he does go through all his progressions. He does look at everything. I think sometimes he might take a little bit too long to do that. And with our offensive line, obviously I see him running a lot more than just throwing the ball. So, and with the receivers that we have, I'd rather have somebody that's able to throw the ball instead of run the ball more. So
he can throw the ball though.
I'm just saying he's going. I say he will run the ball more. What he does, he runs the ball more.
That's false though.
He did run the ball 100 times this year. Just letting you know.
All I'm saying, with our
300 times.
With our offensive line,
still ran a lot.
With our offensive line and his ability to play, I think he will not stay in the pocket as long as Tua did, and he will run out the pocket more and run more. And I don't think he will run out the pocket and throw the ball. I think he will run out the pocket and take off. And with the receivers that we have, I think it would be pointless to have those type of.
I'm gonna send you some film. I got you.
All right, man. Listen, you can send me film, but I'm talking about NFL level. College is different. I'm thinking.
And I'm saying in the college, he wasn't. He only ran as the last resort. He would get out of the pocket. That's what I'm saying. He would sit in the pocket, move around, shuffle his feet to find the open receiver, and then the last resort he would run.
And I'm talking about for the Dolphins, our offensive line. We're going to get beat.
Our offensive line is not that good.
His offensive line wasn't that good?
No.
Yeah, his offense wasn't that. So you're telling me he stayed in the pocket and got sacked?
No, I'm talking about he would move around, maneuver in the pocket. Like he wasn't just sitting there; he was moving around, stepping up.
Yeah, we're talking about the NFL. We're playing against elite defensive linemen.
Not every defensive line is elite. First of all,
we're playing. Wait, stop. We play the Patriots, we play the Jets, and then we also got the Bills. He sees those.
Bills don't got no elite defensive line.
Their defense is still good.
The Patriots got the best. The Patriots got the Patriots, bro.
And each team,
it's not elite. It's not elite.
Stop. And let me finish. The defensive line, regardless, good, and with all teams. And then we talk about their defensive backs on both teams, good. So you're looking down the field.
Y'all receivers better than all those DBs.
Yes, but you're acting like Sauce didn't strap up our niggas, bro. What are you talking about? You act like we don't go versus the Patriots and we had a tough time offensively. We did. And the only team we actually went off on that really one time was the Bills. So what are you talking about?
He's better than Tua, though.
Oh, my God. And Tua, listen, no. He's not a good fit. Will Levis not a good fit. The only good fits, Bryce Young and CJ. I'm done.
All right, Dio. What's your pick, man?
None of these quarterbacks for our team, bro.
Hendon Hooker, right?
Give me Hendon Hooker, bro.
So hold up, Dio. Is Hendon Hooker your QB1 in the draft?
Yeah, bro. I think he's gonna be the Lamar of the draft, bro. The sleeper. I really think he's gonna be the sleeper, bro. So I mean, obviously, I understand like teams gonna be scared to touch him. Morris, I don't know why y'all say he old, bro. This man was snapping before he turned towards ACL. He beat Alabama with a receiver that was 100 pounds. So I mean,
his receiver also ran like a 4.3.
Yeah, but he was light as a feather. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, I think he's gonna be a steal for whoever gets him if he can stay healthy. But I say none of these quarterbacks fit because CJ Stroud
still old, Wayne.
If anybody,
he's old.
If anybody were to fit our offense, it would be CJ Stroud. Bryce Young, he's just another quarterback from Alabama. We have no weapons.
What did Ohio State have? Why are we high on? He had the best receiver in the league in the NCAA. CJ Stroud. Who
cares?
So what? Why?
All I'm saying is Mac Jones is another Alabama quarterback, and Bryce Young would be the same thing for us. We have no weapons,
bro. CJ Stroud is not better than Bryce Young.
But Bryce Young, I didn't see Bryce Young's ability to move. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't like.
Why? Where are we getting this athletic CJ Stroud from? I'm not saying
he's athletic. I'm saying that Bryce Young. Bryce Young I don't know, bro. I just think he's just Mac Jones. He's the same as Mac Jones, but he came out of that system, so he's just. I don't know, bro.
Alabama quarterbacks have been way more successful than Ohio State quarterbacks.
Are we really gonna say that?
Yes.
Recently,
I think it's because
not
even recently, bro. Not even.
I'm gonna say recently because I have to say recently because
I wouldn't even say
what Mac Jones had a good season. Tua he had a good season this year. Jalen Hurts is a product of Alabama in which he went to the Super Bowl. So yes, I can say recently they have been playing better. You talk about any of those guys outside of those three. Trash.
Name me one good Ohio State quarterback.
That's because they try to turn all these Ohio State quarterbacks into receivers.
Anything.
Bro. All these quarterbacks were dominating at Ohio State, bro. But when they came to
product of the system.
Listen, bro, it's not a product of the system, bro. They all play different styles. What are you talking about? Cordell Jones was balling. JT Barrett was balling. Terrell Pryor, they turned him into a receiver. Like, come on, bro. Justin Fields.
Because they weren't good quarterbacks.
That they weren't good quarterbacks. It's just the thing with black quarterbacks, bro, they try to take away the biggest part of their game, which is being able to move. Everybody passes up on quarterbacks who can run. And we see it very rarely that you get a quarterback who's black and they come in and be like, all right, we just gonna let you make plays with your feet. And you can say that with Cam and you can say that with Justin Fields and Lamar, bro, most recently. All these other quarterbacks were dominating, bro. Cordell Jones played.
Because they were on the best teams, bro, in college.
The best team, bro.
Yeah,
Alabama was always the best team in college. What are you talking about, Dwayne?
Those guys are performing better than Justin Fields. They did better than the late Dwayne Haskins. Those the last Ohio State guys coming in, they did not play well. That does not mean things can't change with CJ Stroud.
But AJ McCarron, bro. You really said
when he started playing in the Bengals, he was
bro. It was only the last three quarterbacks, bro. The last three quarterbacks have come in Alabama and changed our perception of Alabama.
Jalen Hurts, they almost ruined that man's career.
Who? Jalen Hurts almost ruined whose career?
Alabama almost ruined Jalen Hurts' career.
They replaced them with Tua, and Tua came and won the championship.
No, they didn't give Jalen Hurts a fair opportunity to go out that second half of the ball.
Come on now.
Nigga, they were down 28-0. What opportunity?
No, they
Yeah.
weren't. No, they weren't.
Yes, it was.
They
They were
losing.
losing. They weren't down no 28-0.
They had no
Shut up.
points.
Yeah, they were losing.
It wasn't 28-0.
It was bad.
Probably 21-0.
They were bad. They were barely losing, bro.
It was
Let
bad.
out a touchdown.
It was bad enough for him to bench him and put.
And Will Levis, he throw too many picks, bro. So
I don't know why people like Will.
I don't know, but contrary to what y'all think I might say, I'm not picking AR-15 because I think that's what Wayne probably thought I was going to say for the Ravens. If there's a quarterback that I would take for the Ravens with the new scheme that they're going to be running, being a pro spread style offense, CJ Stroud would also be my quarterback I am selecting. He has proven he's accurate. He might have had the best wide receivers around him in the college, but it's okay. He throws great passes. He's going to be playing with pro wide receivers. So
y'all receivers ass.
You never know, bro. So this is all ifs, right?
No if. They ain't no if about y'all receivers being good.
But that's what I was saying, Chris.
That could change,
it's not fair, bro. Because our teams, bro, like we need a lot more for us.
I get it, but the thing is, I'm just telling him who I'd prefer.
Like,
and he's upset. I'm not saying
the Dolphins in
I think Bryce Young is way. I think Bryce Young and AR-15 are way better than the other two. That's my opinion. I think they're way better than the other two. I love.
You're sleeping on CJ.
Bryce Young's a part.
We'll see what CJ does.
He's a product of the system.
Melatonin. So. I'm melatonin when it comes to CJ.
That's crazy.
We'll see what he does, man.
All right,
Bryce Young ain't gonna be nothing more than a Kyler Murray that can't run.
He can run though.
He can run. Bryce Young can run.
Like he can actually run. Like he can run. You know who can't run? CJ Stroud.
Anybody who has legs can run.
He doesn't run. He's not running.
CJ Stroud don't run. He don't run at all.
I don't need him. I don't need that from him.
You don't got to.
CJ Stroud is a lesser version. Never mind.
Lesser version of who? Go ahead.
Byron Leftwich. That's who he is.
Crazy.
CJ Stroud is Byron Leftwich. That's who
crazy.
CJ Stroud is. Literally,
oh my God, that is wild, dude.
I don't want CJ anyways. I want Caleb. We waiting for him. He was trying to come to our team. So.
All right, Chaz, I want to skip the next two because it's getting a little late.
Yeah, you can.
So we're gonna go to our this or that segment. So I'm gonna let Chubbs explain it because I don't know what I'm reading. So this or that, Chubbs.
You got this matchup. So who's?
This is easy.
This is for the receiver. This is for the receiver.
The first two.
This is for the receiver. Who's gonna snap more on the matchup they got? You got Prime Megatron against. You can go Prime Jalen Ramsey. Then you got Prime Randy Moss versus. You got to go off the 1 year Sauce. The Sauce was all pro first year, and he's 6'3" and can run.
He's strapped.
And he straps. So
I'm saying,
my question:
who's doing the more?
Who's producing more?
Wait, I don't.
Who's winning that matchup?
Why we put Sauce on him?
Again, Wayne, you had time to look at
my bad. Listen, man, Randy Moss is cooking the fuck out of Sauce.
Yeah.
Right. Sauce was sticking all the top receivers this year.
Randy Moss is cooking
people
Sauce,
down,
bro. First of all, both of them getting cooked.
Facts. I was about to say the same thing.
Both of them
Jalen's getting killed.
Both of them getting cooked. So
you take it. You're saying Randy's gonna do more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Sauce is a lesser corner.
Yeah.
They were comparing Sauce to Jalen.
But Jalen is Jalen. Sauce ain't Jalen yet. So great year for Sauce.
All right, so let's flip it. So you're saying Jalen would make more stops than Sauce?
Yes. I think Jalen will make more stops than Sauce. Megatron is best believe. I think it's probably gonna come down with Megatron's jump balls. I can see Jalen getting at least one, not even a pick, just hitting the ball down. One of those out of a jump ball with Calvin Johnson, because Jalen is athletic and he's a big ass corner, so he can definitely get he could definitely help out with whatever, jump ball there. Now, Sauce on the other hand versus Randy, it's no. I don't see that. Like, I think Sauce going to get some stops. He probably get a couple if Randy's not running the go route, but Randy's killing him.
What you about to say something?
Get Sauce another year. He's strapping. Bro, Ramsey is strapping Calvin Johnson for one. Because all if
wait.
Bro, Jalen Rand, let me say it. You can clip it. I don't care what you do. Jalen Ramsey is strapping Calvin Johnson, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? All he doing is throwing jump balls, and Jalen Ramsey has the length, bro. What are you saying?
What are you
talking
about?
I like it.
Like, Jalen Ramsey, if all Calvin Johnson is doing is catching jump balls, that matchup is way more.
We know that's not all Calvin doing, though. Like,
I said he was.
He got routes. Calvin Johnson got routes, bro.
They about to kill you, bro.
Calvin Johnson got routes, bro.
You telling me Jalen's gonna strap Calvin Johnson, the nigga that was getting triple teamed and still catching the ball in the end zone? That's you telling me.
Who was guarding him, bro? Like, I can give you Randy because
y'all about to let me disrespect Jalen Ramsey, but come on, bro. We just saw what happened to Jalen Ramsey in the Super Bowl versus
you said prime Jalen Ramsey when we was not comparing anybody.
If we talking about bro. We also talking about prime Megatron. What did we?
Who was only catching jump balls? Who was only catching jump balls, bro?
He was not only catching jump balls. Don't do that, bro. I've seen Calvin Johnson take a slant to the crib.
And Jalen Ramsey not letting that happen.
He's a little.
All right, time out. Give me the stat line.
Jalen Ramsey's a little nigga.
To Megatron, yes, he is.
I mean, by that definition, everybody's smarter to Calvin Johnson. But
Jalen Ramsey
has length. Jalen Ramsey has length and he has bounce, bro. And he can. And he's what?
He's dropping. I can give you Ramsey on his back.
Bro, I can give you Randy and Sauce because again, Darrell Revis was clamping Randy. I give you that.
So talking about Sauce.
I said in a couple years we can have this conversation again about Randy and Sauce.
Yo,
but Jalen Ramsey, bro.
So Jalen Ramsey strapping Randy Moss too.
In the best of 7, he might win 4-3 or lose 3-4. Like it's closer than what y'all try to make it, bro. Like
talking about so Jalen Ramsey can strap Calvin. He can strap Randy Moss.
Yes.
He can strap T.O.
That's a little bit different because T.O. a little bit more physical, even though I think Randy Moss
T.O. runs routes too.
And T.O. runs routes. Calvin Johnson don't run routes, bro. He don't.
So Calvin and Randy don't run routes.
You show me a clip in which these dudes is cooking them off the line, bro. Cooking them. I'm talking about running Colorado routes or running like post or like anything other than a deep ball, bro. Like again, that's what they specialize in, and I can appreciate that about them. That's why they make, you know what I'm saying? You perfect your craft. We call Randy Moss one of the top receivers. Bro. Because he was mossing dudes. His
first play on his highlight I'm watching right now is a slant to the crib. Routed a nigga, took the shit to the crib and burnt everybody.
Who was checking him?
Pat Pete,
he washed.
Oh my! What are you?
He wasn't watching that time.
Washed, then. What are you talking about?
Pat Pete ain't Jalen Ramsey though. Pat Pete ain't Jalen Ramsey. Is Pat Pete better than Jalen Ramsey? Was he ever better than Jalen Ramsey in his prime?
When Pat Pete was...
No, he wasn't.
Yo, stop it.
We're talking about prime Pat Pete, prime Jalen Ramsey. We're talking about all time. Jalen Ramsey's going to be a better corner all time than Pat Pete.
100%.
But you telling me Pat Pete wasn't strapping niggas though?
We're not, but he's not prime Jalen Ramsey is what we're telling you.
So you're saying prime Jalen Ramsey is way better than prime Pat Pete?
He's going to go down as a better cornerback.
First of all, let me put time out. Let me put something into perspective. Prime Jalen Ramsey forced 3 picks against AB. Was that not a thing? We're just gonna bypass that? Nobody's talking about that. He was shadowing AB. 3 picks. Yeah.
And you know what happened? They lost that game, didn't they?
They lost
because AB still bombed his ass.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
They beat us.
Thank you.
They beat him.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, they did.
They beat Jaguars.
3 picks and
In
one
the
of
playoffs.
The Jaguars did. The Jaguars won, but AB still got his back though.
No, he didn't.
He got no. AB,
No, he didn't.
AB still had 100+ yards that game and
Yes.
like touchdowns.
I'm taking
Yeah.
3 picks.
It's because Big Ben was seeing ghosts.
And that was because of this and because
They
of that.
played them twice that year, and the Jaguars fucked them up both times.
I
And who
remember
was shadowing
AB
who?
but AB still went off though. He still went off.
I'm taking 3 picks.
I'm saying he still went off though. He still went
So
off.
talking about where do you got Jalen Ramsey ranked all time against with your corners?
Because right now you got one. The way you talking.
I got him top 3. I think we had this conversation. I got him top 3.
So Jalen Ramsey is the third best corner to play the game of football behind Dion.
You're fucking crazy, bro.
Revis. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't.
Top four. Because you got Deion Woodson and then you got Jalen Ramsey.
I was about to say.
Darrell
I'm about to say.
Top 4. If at most top 5, he will go down as top 5 corner.
Jalen's not better than Revis. He's not better than Woodson, and he's not better than Dion. So those definitely 3 people in front of him for sure.
They don't watch him though because he's shadowing.
Revis is still probably one of the best corners I've ever seen.
Yeah, I give you that because he strapped Randy, bro. I can give you that. I can give you that.
I haven't seen Jalen versus Ramsey.
Dion was on Jerry, and then Charles Wilson was just Charles
Let's also put it this way, right? Ramsey, who the receivers that we had in the league, right? Other than AB,
He's strapping everybody, Joe.
he was strapped. He strapped everyone.
Bro, he was the number, bro. I think
I remember he was strapping everyone.
I think he only allowed
he was strapping
100 yards or something the whole year.
AJ Green so bad that he started fighting him.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I 100% remember. I remember the time he was strapping these people. AB at the time
when they played the Bucks, he was guarding Gronk.
Yeah, I'm talking about the level of receivers versus what Darrell went versus Ramsey went versus. Who you think went versus better competition?
It's tough to say. I mean,
because when I look at Ramsey, who he was going against, especially in his division, I don't remember what the Texans in that? No, Texans not.
Andre was
Texans
gone by then.
Hawkins was there.
Yeah.
Hopkins was there.
Bro, you're telling me. I just saw something. I looked it up. Charles Tillman played great against Calvin. Held him to less than 100 yards many meetings. You're telling me prime Jalen Ramsey not going to do better than Charles Tillman?
So you gave me one guy.
I'm giving you a corner that's not like Jalen Ramsey.
To answer your question, Jay, I get what you're saying. Darrell Reeves might have played better competition, but you can't just disregard the fact that Jalen Ramsey had.
I think Jalen Ramsey is top 5 corner. Like he definitely is, bro. But for y'all to say that he's strapping Calvin Johnson, he's strapping Randy. I
didn't say he's strapping.
You said strapping. You said strapping.
I said if they do best of 7, it can go 4-3 either way. It's not a here and a there. It's not he may get 1 or 2. No, it's may go down to 7. It may go 4-2 Ramsey, honestly, because Ramsey has length, he has speed, and he has ball skills.
Calvin did come out and say
physical.
that the one cornerback he hated playing against was Patrick Peterson. He did say that.
But give Sauce a couple more years, and maybe I'll be speaking about it in the same way.
All right. So similar. Next question. You got this is really for running backs. She thinks they got all pros ones, both linebackers they're going against. You got Edgerrin James versus Roquan, Clinton Portis versus Fred Warner.
Listen to me. You know how I feel. Where Clinton Portis is the best running back to ever come out of the University of Miami. Y'all may not agree with me on that. I don't care. Clinton Portis is the best running back to ever come out of the University of Miami. So
Fred Warner's not stopping Clinton that much?
Clinton Portis is the best running back to come out of the University of Miami.
All right, so you're going Clinton Portis is beating Fred and Roquan is getting more stops. All right. What about you, Dio?
Wow, I think they both gonna wash. I don't know. I think people want I ain't going. Edgerrin James nice, but Edger's nice.
They both were nice. They both are nice.
Yeah, I think Roquan gets more stops. Honestly, I mean, I know Fred Warner's like that, but just Edgerrin James paired with Roquan, I think Roquan wins that battle.
I don't know.
Honestly,
I think, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know, man. I like both of these linebackers, but I really think it's gonna be a very long day for both of these linebackers versus these running backs, in my opinion.
Edgerrin is a downhill runner. I ain't gonna lie, but I think Clint Boyce just got the juice.
It's definitely going to be. It's close. I think both running backs are still going to do their thing. But I like I said,
Fix your camera. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Clinton Portis, I do also think is going to do a little bit more.
My pick is Edwin James.
Joe,
He's going to do more on
do
Roquan.
you disagree with my take about Clinton Portis being the best running back to come out of the University of Miami?
Me? Do I disagree with that?
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't him, I was gonna say Duke. I would say Duke, but it is.
It can't be Duke because he's
Why can't be Duke? Why can't be Duke?
Because you got to apply their NFL career to like.
No.
He said
the best to come out, right?
Yeah. So that.
To make the best to come in the NFL and make impact.
What they did at UM.
Nah, that's not what I mean.
All right, if you're talking about NFL whole career, all that other stuff, why aren't we talking about Frank Gore?
I knew you were gonna say Frank Gore.
I think Clinton Portis is better than Frank Gore. That's my opinion.
He is better skill wise, but Frank Gore, if you're talking about career and longevity and what he's done, I gotta go with Frank Gore. If you're talking about career, but you talking about skill, yeah, Clinton Portis. I just didn't want to say Clinton Portis, but yeah, Clinton Portis.
Well, y'all tripping off Willis McGahee.
No, he ain't tripping.
He was all right.
If I'm talking about running back coming out of UM all the time, I don't think Duke top 3.
Duke got the stats.
Duke got the stats. He's balled out. He when he was there, Duke.
I'll take
was
Frank Gore over
bro.
him. I'll take Willis McGahee over him. I'll take Clinton Portis over him.
I would say all of those running backs was harder runners than they were the harder runner than Duke.
And they all played together. And Duke, that he didn't have the luxury of that. He played on his team.
Yeah, he had. Well, I forgot who he had behind him, man. He had I think he had. Was it LaMichael James or something like that? Yeah, somebody.
It was Yerby.
Yerby, yeah. He had some guys behind him, but think about it. He's taking the load. He was still killing people on the field, bro.
That's what it was.
He was balling. So. But I would say those guys are harder runners than him. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to even have that debate with running backs. There's too many good guys that was there. But, yeah, bro, we taking too long, bro. My computer said, bro, I'm gassed out.
Yeah, I got another computer. All right, next one. Jamal Lewis or Eddie George?
Eddie George.
Yeah, I'm going with Jamal. I mean, I actually looked at their stats. They're very identical. One played 3 more years than the other.
I'm going Jamal Lewis, too.
Jamal got 2K also, so.
I got Jamal Lewis on my Rushmore, not Eddie George on my Titans.
All right. Next, Lamar Jackson with the Eagles roster or Michael Vick. It's not fair, bro. With the Kansas City Chiefs roster.
Who y'all got?
Let's see. Lamar with the Eagles.
Yeah, Lamar got a better roster.
Lamar with the Eagles. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, Mike Vick's gonna be on his Patrick Mahomes.
No, there's no one's Patrick.
He's
Mahomes.
not Patrick.
Now if you would have gave me Mike Vick on the 49ers, okay now.
Let's do that. Mike Vick on the 49ers.
Give me Mike
winning
Vick.
That game.
Give me Mike
I'm taking Mike Vick 49ers.
I'm still taking Lamar on the Eagles.
I'm still taking Lamar too.
All right, next one. We have Kenny Pickett with the Bengals roster and Tua with the Vikings roster.
Give me Kenny Pickett with the Bengals.
This is so nasty, bro.
Take Kenny with the Bengals. I'm gonna take.
No, you're not. I didn't say it, bro.
Everybody, it's Kenny with the Bengals roster, bro.
I'm taking Tua with the Vikings, bro. I'm gonna take Tua with the Vikings. That can work. That can work there. fucking work.
What you doing, DL?
Kenny Pickett, bro. What?
What you doing? Wait, Kenny Pickett?
I get Kenny Pickett with the Bengals roster easily. I don't know what y'all sitting here lying for. Next, you got Mac Jones with the Miami Dolphins roster or Justin Fields with the New York Jets roster.
Give me Justin Fields with the New York Jets.
I don't care who you put Matt Jones with, bro. I'm not taking
That's like
Fields.
I'm taking Mac and the Dolphins, man. I sleep on Mac.
He will make them worse.
You got
I'm
Wade.
picking Mac Jones with the Dolphins roster. Giving him Jalen
That's like
Waddle and
Mac.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I sleep on Mac with that team, man.
All right.
His best player would be Mostert.
Stop it.
He would find a way to make his best player Mostert.
That's crazy. All right, man. And to sum it off, we are doing the Mount Rushmore for the Falcons, Saints, Tampa Bay, and Houston. Oh my God, why are we doing the Houston Texans?
We
Houston.
got 8 teams left, and these were got to do 4 at a time. We got 8 teams left.
Man, some people can get left off.
Hey, the Texans aren't as bad as you think.
It's easy. It was easy for me. So
Newer generation of players, though.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start with the Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I got Dion. I got Matt Ryan, Matty Ice.
Uh-huh.
I got Roddy White, and I got Julio Jones.
Ugh!
Okay.
Ew!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ew! Who you? I got
you
Mike
got?
Vick.
Oh
Julio.
wait, I forgot Mike
No,
Vick.
no,
My bad.
bro,
No,
Get out of here.
Yeah, I forgot Mike Vick.
You
I
put
forgot
Matt
about
Ryan
him.
in there. Yeah.
I forgot Vic. I forgot Vic, man.
Get outta here.
Matt Ryan's out of there. Vic's in there. Fuck that. No, I forgot.
I got Vic, Julio, Algie Crumpler, worked.
Algie Crumpler too. Oh, that's a good one.
You got work done over. All right.
That's a wrong team though. Mhm.
I'm gonna go. I got Dion, Vic, Julio, Rowdy White.
Chubbs, you are not wrong. Dion, Matt Ryan, he's the best quarterback to ever play for the Atlanta Falcons. Julio Jones, and I gotta go with John Abraham.
Okay.
All right.
Matt Ryan.
Matt
Yeah.
Ryan over Vic. That's crazy.
Matt Ryan is the best
he did-
Falcon
he did
quarterback
make
of all
them
time.
Go take them farther than Vic did. So
Because
he's
Vic
a-
didn't have anyone, bro.
Who
I
else?
don't
Vic
care.
had on his
I don't
team. Vic
care.
didn't have no Julio. Vic never had a Julio.
Or what you call it.
That doesn't mean anything. He's the best. So
It's like
They
saying
gave Vic a runner, and he was a runner. Like that's supposed to work.
like Julio and Roddy was like Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne, bro. Low key.
Yeah. He literally had 2 of the best receivers for the Atlanta Falcons.
You do a 28-3 league, bro. I'm not taking no quarterback who blowing a 28-3 league. Get out of here.
2 of the
That-
best receivers.
it doesn't matter. Matt
Of
Ryan
Atlanta.
is the MVP.
Yeah.
He's the best. He is the best.
And don't kill me because I got Dion on my Cowboys. So I mean, I don't.
Dion
that's
plays for a
fine.
lot of teams, man.
Yeah, I
he
just
could
got
be on
Dion
it. He
my
could be
Cowboys.
everywhere, man. He could be everywhere.
Next, we're going with the New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans.
I got Drew Brees, Jimmy Graham, Marquise Colston, and Cam Jordan.
Oh, you fucked up.
You put Cam?
Mm-hmm.
You put Colston.
Nah, Colston belongs there. Why you don't?
Oh, we had a conversation about this last week, bro. We're not
What?
talking about this
Marcus
again,
Colston
bro.
does not deserve to be on the.
What do you mean?
We're not talking about this again, bro.
Why he don't?
Oh
That
my
man got the numbers. Balling for them. What are you talking about? I'ma go.
He deserves to be on there. But.
Yo, Joe.
Bruh.
He balling.
Oh
He
my
balling.
God.
He ball for them. I'm gonna go. I got Breeze, Colston, Ricky Jackson, and I got the old just because he a Manning Archie.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do that.
Up.
No,
That's more
when Drew
acceptable.
was on it, I wasn't putting another quarterback.
Nah, I
unless he
gotta put him
really,
on there.
unless he won a Super Bowl and really was doing stuff.
I got
That's the reason why I didn't do
I
it.
got Drew Brees, Archie Manning, Marquise Coasting, and then I also have Big Deuce McAllister.
There you go, Wayne. There you go,
McAllister, that was a
Wayne.
good one. That was a good one.
Nah, but having Drew Brees on yours, Wayne, you're such a hypocrite.
I'm not a hypocrite.
Hey, I got
He could be the
Julio
best
on my shit.
He could be the
got
best
Julio on
quarterback
my shit.
in
You
Saints
can't have.
history.
Did you have Archie Manning?
I had Arch too. I had both.
Yeah, you gotta have one or the other, bro.
Why?
You gotta have one or the other, bro.
Why?
They
Archie
can't have
Manning
both.
is the
Because
most.
you can't call Drew Brees overrated and then put him on your Mount Rushmore and have Archie Manning on there. You gotta have one of the two, bro.
The best
Exactly.
two players in that
It's
franchise
three
history are
contradictions in one.
quarterbacks. The best players in that franchise history are all quarterbacks. One,
I mean, you could have went Deuce
Two.
McAllister.
two.
Which, this is mine. This is
Just
mine.
because the
Deuce-
Saints quarterback history is ass, mean I have to put him on there.
You could have did Deuce McAllister,
Mhm.
Archie Manning,
Mhm.
Cam Jordan, and Drew Brees.
That's crazy, bro.
I didn't say he was overrated.
All right, he's still overrated. He's just really good for his franchise. All right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers best players of all time, Mount Rushmore.
Me, Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, Mike Allstott, and Rondé Barber.
I got the same thing as Chubbs, as Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, Mike Allstott, but I have Leroy Selman.
Leroy.
I have Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, Mike Evans,
Okay.
Put him
and
up there.
Mike Allstott.
Okay. Dig it. I dig it.
I got Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, John Lynch.
He's nice. He's nice. That was a good one.
And what's your last one?
Simeon Rice.
I
Simeon
think
Rice.
Rice? Yeah, it's
there
good.
should be a consensus on this next one. So
I don't know.
It should be the same
I don't
thing.
know.
So I'll go first, and you guys just say yes or no if you have the same.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I got Andre Johnson, J.J. Watt, Arian Foster, and D Hop.
All right.
That's
All right,
exactly
bet.
what mine is.
no, that's not.
No, man.
What you got? You got your boy on there?
Touch my body.
Oh
Ain't no way you got Deshaun Watson on there, bro.
I got J.J. Watt, Andre Johnson, DeAndre Hopkins, and the best quarterback to ever play in that franchise.
Matt
history.
Schaub.
That's why.
Yo, Matt Schaub used to get buckets though, bro.
All
You
right.
ain't got Arian Foster on
I'm
there,
trolling.
bro?
I'm
David
trolling. No,
Carr.
I don't have Aaron Rodgers. I don't have Deshaun Watson on. I got Mario Williams.
Oh, that's a good. That's not a bad one.
No, that's a good one.
Could have said Dwayne Brown, but I left him alone.
Yeah, I saw him too. I left him away.
Who?
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all got anything to say to the people before we get up out of here, folks? I got one thing. So we are not podding on the 10th, 11th. You guys will not get a pod from us on that day. You will not get a pod on us Tuesday the 14th either. One of our friends are getting married, and we are all going to be at a wedding.
Unfortunately.
So yeah.
I think
So the next pod. Sorry, my bad. I was gonna say. So you guys get a pod from us on Saturday the 4th, and then the 6th, and then after that, you guys won't get one for another week.
I was gonna do it this episode. I was gonna say come up with one player, because it will be a basketball episode on Friday. Come up with one player whose name that we forgot, just a random player. And I'll start. I'm gonna have another one on Friday. Grievous Vasquez. Name a forgotten player.
Yeah, he had a like little 2K year. Same thing with Jared Bayless.
It was nice in college.
In the next basketball episode, y'all guys get ready for this. We are gonna rank the top 20 scorers of all time.
Oh my
So
God.
get ready for that.
20. We can't go
top-
10.
Now we gotta make it hard. Top 20 scorers of all time.
20.
And you guys don't have to come up with 20. We're just gonna put the list together and put 20, and we're just gonna pick. And everyone has to pick somebody. So if somebody fuck up the list, they fuck up the list. So we're gonna do top.
Oh, we
20
doing it like
Back to doing tiers.
Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, we're gonna do the top 20 scorers of all time. So All right, man.
Another forgotten player, Michael Finley.
NFL player that was forgotten. You got any NFL players you guys got forgotten?
Oh,
Oh,
players. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's a lot
NFL
of guys.
player we forgot, bro.
Greg Camarillo.
Camarillo. I remember Camarillo on the Dolphins. Damn.
Namdi
NFL
Asawal.
Facts. Namdi, he was number one corner for a while, bro.
Was
For
he
the
was not.
Eagles.
Hey,
Namdi.
Brandon Jacobs.
Brandon Jacobs was nice, bro. You know what name I
he was
forgot?
nice.
I saw a TikTok was Amar Bradshaw, bro. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
Amar Bradshaw was nice, bro. He was nice. All right, man. We also got some guests set up. People that don't like our TikToks, I DM'd them and say, yo, if you want to come and debate us, come debate us.
Hey.
And we got some people coming up in the next month or so, so it should be fun. But all right, until next time, man, my name is Wayne. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you.